Yo, let's discuss Lil Baby. He's been dominating the game for years, as you already know. But this most recent move?
The main thing is like, you gotta do what you gotta do for you. I feel myself working harder than ever. But I look at myself as becoming or slowly changing into the man I wanna be.
Unquestionably legendary. In 30 days, he made a whopping 30 million. Yes, you heard me correct.
All I know is survival and dollars. I come from the hood.
30 million in a single month.
Horse that takes well a walk on the wood.
Today, we're analyzing the Wham effect, which is responsible for everything.
From his new album, Wham! Give it up for Grammy winner, Lil Baby!
Lil Baby is demonstrating to the rap industry how to make a business out of an album. With chart-topping numbers, game-changing merchandise releases, and viral social media chatter.
I heard that it's all hands on deck behind the scenes.
Let's get it started. The Billboard Takeover. We should begin by describing the fact that the Wham album entered at #1 on the Billboard 200. That's a statement, not just a victory. In just the first week alone, Lil Baby sold 160,000 album equivalent copies.
His new album, Wham, is #1 on Billboard's, #1.
Not only are those figures impressive, they are officially superstar stats. Consider this. Lil Baby held his own against the best stars in the industry, including Drake, Kendrick, and Travis. But it goes beyond the numbers. Setting the tone for the culture is just as important as releasing an album when you make your #1 debut.
Hopping off a plane to a Mac, 100-time platinum fuck a plat.
It is also notable that Lil Baby gives listeners street, club, and chart bangers, as well as records that afford listeners the ability to bob their heads to. With songs like On My Level and Bag Talk, Wham is a brand beyond just an album and main subject. The merch game, from rapper to mogul. The merch strategy is where Lil Baby truly turned the page. The majority of musicians release an album along with a few t-shirts or hoodies. However, baby, Wham became a full-fledged fashion brand under his leadership. The merchandise was unique, fashionable, and downright amazing. It wasn't only an afterthought. Limited edition coats, hoodies, and caps were all connected to the Wham style. Not to be overlooked are pop-up stores. To get these pieces, fans were waiting in queues around the block. It was about being part of the Wham moment, not simply about having merchandise. Lil Baby made nearly 15 million from merchandise alone in just 30 days. There are artists who don't earn up to that in their whole careers.
Come on now! That's how you do it, buddy. Thank you so much. Lil Baby, Wham! Is out now!
The merchandise is as legendary as the music, and it's giving me some Travis Scott Astroworld vibes. Lil Baby dropped culture in addition to clothing. You could tell someone was plugged into the movement when they were wearing a Wham hoodie. Social media mastery. Now, let's discuss how Lil Baby controlled the internet. The man is skilled at the game. Social media served as the battlefield for Wham, which was more than just an album release, it was a takeover. Despite figures like K-Sine having negative opinions on the album, it still gained tremendous traction. Lil Baby posted that listeners like K-Sine don't have the life experience or frame of reference to understand what he's rapping about on Wham. They won't really understand how I'm coming, he said. You have to be a little older to really get it. All over TikTok, influencers and NBA players alike were following trends thanks to songs like Bag Talk. Instagram? With previews and behind-the-scenes videos, Lil Baby was keeping the timeline lively. The bars, the beats, and the atmosphere were all things the fans on X wanted to talk about. Lil Baby did not only use algorithms, but owned them. You couldn't scroll on social media platforms without seeing Wham appear because of how loudly he fueled the buzz. Not to mention the mysterious hints that preceded the publication. Fans were frantically attempting to piece together what Lil Baby was cooking based on those few tidbits. The outcome? Moments of virality that became streams, streams that became sales, and purchases that resulted in 30 million. The cultural impact of Wham. Here's the thing. Wham is a blueprint rather than merely an album. Lil Baby is demonstrating to the rap industry how to level up, not just as an artist, but as a brand. The goal of this album launch was to create a lifestyle, not just music. Everything was related to Wham, including the graphics, merchandise, and social media approach.
Super excited to meet them, like two of the main people that I would like say I look up to.
The line, "I'm not a businessman, I'm a businessman," is really giving Jay-Z vibes. Lil Baby's moves are redefining what it means to be a rapper in 2025. It's not just about dropping bars, it's about building an empire. And Lil Baby's empire, it's growing by the minute. Why the Billboard debut mattered so much. Positions on charts are much more than numbers in hip-hop. It is a pride. And making a #1 debut, it would be like having the flag raised on top of the mountain. This was not just about flexing for Lil Baby, but rather a statement to his fellow artists in the music industry that he is here to stay. With this Wham debut, Lil Baby's position as one of the best rappers in the business was set. But every inch is something when the competition comes in the form of Drake or Kendrick Lamar. Hip-hop is enjoying this moment, not just Lil Baby. This is proof that the culture is out there, active, progressing, and evolving.
Gangsta, he'll see I know Woo with me without a doubt. I snap, he gon' tweak out. Fuck her till she tired. As soon as she asleep, I'ma sneak out.
How Lil Baby leveraged social media. Let's face it, you're losing out in 2025 if you're not using Instagram and TikTok. Lil Baby was a master of these platforms, not just someone who used them. There were numerous TikTok challenges connected to Wham songs. Fans flooded the app with their opinions and creative remixes. These challenges were strategic as well as enjoyable. They made Wham become viral, increasing engagement and streams. Instagram was no exception. From studio sessions to tour teasers, Lil Baby's unique content kept fans captivated. The anticipation for Wham increased with each post, which seemed to be a puzzle piece. And Twitter comes next. Lil Baby is aware of the impact a decent tweet may have. Lil Baby kept the timeline lively by interacting with followers and leaving enigmatic notes. The future of Lil Baby's empire. What will happen to Lil Baby next? The possibilities are endless if Wham is any guide. This is about laying the groundwork for future developments, not just about making $30 million in 30 days. Lil Baby has already demonstrated that he is more than just a rapper. He's a mogul who is fusing culture, fashion, and music into one powerful brand. And it won't be long until he elevates things even further, especially now that the Wham effect is in full force. It may be a full-fledged fashion collection, another record, or a new tour. You already know it will be pure fire, no matter what it is. The takeaway, Lil Baby's blueprint. More than just a show-off, Lil Baby's $30 million run serves as a lesson in how to succeed in the contemporary music business. Lil Baby is setting the standard by dominating the charts, utilizing social media, and making millions off of merchandise. He's creating moments, not just releasing records. He's developing a brand in addition to selling merchandise. He's leading the culture in addition to rapping. What do you think? Is the next generation of hip-hop moguls modeled after Lil Baby? For more information about your favorite performers, leave a comment below and remember to like, share, and subscribe.